क्या कर रहे हो?
मैं ले रही
ऑल
हूँ।
सेंटी ऑल सेंटी
ऑल सेंटी ऑल डू नाइस।
बोनी भाई क्या ले रहे हो? इनिशिएटिव
अब सांवले लोग हैं, बेचारा योरू अकेला।
कोई नहीं भाई, वेले ले सकता है।
ऑल टेफर कर दे जाए, डॉज कर दे, डॉज। हाँ पता है। देख अभी पार्टी पे बोल रहे हैं ना, तो मैं बोलता हूँ अभी हम पहले ए जाएंगे, ठीक है?
बोल कौन रहा है?
पता नहीं कौन बोल रहा है, डिफेंडर टीम से बोल रहा है।
अच्छा
ये आओगे, ठीक है।
मैं अटैक में हूँ क्या?
हमें अटैक, हम ए पे प्लान करने आएंगे पहले, ठीक है? तो फिर डिफेंडेड रहना तुम। अरे लॉक करो ना यार, पूरा 0 सेकंड तक जाना है सबको।
स्ट्रीम पे डबल ऑडियो तो नहीं आ रहा है ना?
क्या फायदा है भाई, तेरा 0 ही होने वाला है उसी में।
डी पे लॉक किया जाए। डी चावल
डू यू मीन 0 तेरा? वहां से
और
214 मेरे से डबल लेवल के लोग हैं उधर।
इधर देखो ना 477।
अपना जय देख।
अरे भाई
सारे वो
इतना हार्ड स्टक आयरन कैसे हो सकता है?
आयरन लॉबी में मिड फ्रैग करते हैं।
उज्जवल को वेट करने वाला हूँ।
क्या मुझे खेलना था मॉनिटर पे, खाली तो है, खेल लेता।
अभी लाइव है हम लोग, मतलब आवाज जा रही है?
यप।
ओके। Very interesting agent selection from the exec team. All 5 duelists. And they're hitting B. Yoru gets 1 pick.
Spike down B.
He's out. Now they know they're coming B.
Healer down.
Jet takes Sage out. Breach also gets taken out. Jet is trying to go for the 3k or the 4k.
Almost out. I'm out of here. One enemy remaining.
Reina manages to get one, but unfortunately gets taken out in the process. Neon is now planting,
Spike left.
hoping to get 1 pick. He can win this if he plays it accordingly. He needs to kill the Yoru first. Jet and Reina are coming flank. I think Neon knows their position. He's playing for the spike. But he doesn't know the 3 behind him. And Jet ends this round with a 3k.
Portal closed. Goodbye, idiots.
Sunset is a very interesting map because it's also attack sided and defense sided. But this agent selection is very unique. If they want to win, they need to play accordingly. Because 5 duelists and defending is not valid. At least for this map. They need to take their trades. You're trying to get a play at the lane. Whiffs the shot, but TP's away. Reina gets the flank.
Spike down B.
Reina still contesting B main. Those 3 are there. Gets 1,
Last player standing.
gets 2. And Jay gets taken out in the process. It's a 3v1 now. And Reina ends this match, ends this round with a 4k. Based on the previous matches, if Jet sets up op at sunset, it's basically over for the attackers. if the defenders have a steady B setup, it's virtually impossible to enter.
We win. We survive.
Trying to take mid control. This is an interesting play. Jet takes some space. Raze gets unfortunately taken out. Neon gets traded. Jet gets stunned. Sage gets the trade on Jet. Reyna is there too. And he gets two in the process, damaging their eco heavily. Both Reyna and Yoru playing together. They don't know that they have entered it.
Planted.
Omen with only a Bucky, looking for a pick at mid link. Now he knows that there are two flank. He has all utils. Knows they both are main. Yoru trying to find a pick. Omen gets spotted by Reyna. They need time, they need to defuse. Omen gets taken out. Reyna ends this round with a 4k. Only a Spectre. This was a nice execution. Two flank and that mid push was very unique.
I must endure.
Attackers trying to take A main. Shift walking. Neon gets spotted at mid. Jet has an op at mid top. Taking up space mid. Both teams fighting for map control.
Spike planted.
Reyna, 3 people finding Neon at their spawn. That's disrespectful. Causing him to run away. Spike is planted at A. Jet takes up the space at tiles. Does not grab the vandal. Interesting. All 3 are side. Omen is most probably spotted. Although he can get 3. Omen manages to get 2. Which is huge. Knows both are elbow. Gets flashed.
One enemy
Flashes
remaining.
in return.
Last player
It's a 1v1
standing.
situation. Although, yeah, I think either one. Yeah. They barely won the round, but damaged their eco in return. Defenders trying to take up mid again, hoping to get at least one pick. Neon and Raze taking up space tiles, and it looks like they have it. Forcing the attackers to go at B. Reyna unfortunately whiffs the entire clip. Raze on ult gets flashed. Does not get anybody. And gets traded out. 5v2 now.
Enemy remaining.
Yoru gets one with the op.
B.
Unfortunately, he's 6 HP. And Sage is... Okay, he whiffs the shot again. Gets knifed in the process. And teabag.
You flinch, you lose.
Neon now opting in attack. Hoping to find a pick at mid top. Looks like he can find a pick on Raze and Neon. They're taking up space every round. Little do they know they have an op now. Neon misses the shot on the other Neon. Have an Odin mid. They're in a pretty tough spot right now. They don't have mid control and they don't have side control. And they're getting pushed from B main.
Spike down.
Gets one with
B.
the Odin but gets traded out. Jet is in spawn. Breach trying to find picks. They know one is B main. Lyra gets one
enemy remaining.
and gets traded out. Gets two.
Your life won't go to waste.
Looks like it's gonna be easy win. The entire attacking team is giving them free space at mid, causing them to rotate to B main, where they're getting pushed again. Like the same strat is being executed again. Breach blinding everybody. Omen walking up A main. Sage gets the pick, tries to get one and gets the pick again. Jet trying to take a space market, gets spotted. Both miss each other.
There.
If Jet just waited for a few moments, he could have got the flank on Reyna. Looks like they're making a comeback. Looks like the plan is to take up A fast. Raze takes us A main.
Spike down A.
That's a nice crossfire. Trying to get one more pick. Hits the Sage 50. Reyna gets one pick on Raze. Yoru holding mid. Breed spots Jet at elbow. Both teams taking up space. Fortunately, Yoru misses on Reyna. Jet is in their spawn. If they want to retake, they need to play accordingly. Reyna takes out the other Reyna. Okay, we're winnable now. But they don't know Breach. They don't know where Breach is at. But Breach knows where they're at. But gets taken out, unfortunately. And gets teabagged upon. Looks like there's no coordination between the attacking team. They're hitting up everywhere. They're going mid, they're going B, they're going A. But they're unable to execute where they want to plant the spike. Neon and Raze trying to take up space. Jet holds the mid top. Neon pushes up with an Odin.
There.
Sage gets spotted. Neon takes Sage out and gets the Breach taken out too.
One enemy remaining.
Raze knifes Neon. Looks like two people got knifed this match. 4v1. Omen desperately trying to escape. Gets one pick. TPs to elbow. And gets the second pick. It's a 1v2 right now. Omen can win this if he managed to catch Jet off guard, leaving him with only a 1v1 between Reyna. Unfortunately, RNGs with the scope. Pike is at B main. Looks like they're faking A. Or never mind, Reyna has disconnected. They are hitting up A, but they don't have the spike. Jet takes out 3 with the Odin.
Last player standing.
Neon barely rushes by, but gets taken out. Entry is proving to be very difficult. They're holding every angle with Odins. And they don't have enough utils to clear every angle out. They either need to play for fakes or they need to just completely push one side.
For you, hermanita.
Jet with the Odin again, watching A main. Neon does not. Neon clears him and takes the raise out, but gets traded with Jet. Reyna takes out Neon at B main with the spike. Think the plan was to fake A. Omen smokes upside. Breach and Reyna still at A. Yoru, that's a nice shot. One tap and one dead. Gets spotted by Sage. And takes the Sage out.
One enemy remaining.
They need to defuse quickly. They don't know where Breach is at.
Off your feet!
And Breach ults, but unfortunately for them, they don't stick the spike. That's unfortunate. Jet gets 3 again with the Odin.
Last round before the switch.
Yoru takes out his op again. Trying to find a pick at B main. Neon with an Odin.
Stealing sight.
Trying to take up space. And they spot Neon with an Odin there. If Neon peeks this, he gets taken out by the Odin. And that's what happened. They now have B main control. And they're walking up mid. Sage can take out 2 at A if he gets timing. And he knows 2 are there. But unfortunately gets spotted. And gets taken out by Jet. Reyna sitting at tiles. With the spike.
Pathetic.
Trying to go mid top. Here's the other Reyna. Trying to find a pick on him.
Last player standing.
Unfortunately, all of them go to side. Gets spotted and gets taken out.
Switching sides.
The famous 9-3 curse now. Let's see who come back. If they can come back. This round is very important for them. If they lose this round, they're gonna start again at 11. Attackers trying to take up space mid. Neon gets hit by the sheriff. They're gonna go to market. the B split. Raze takes some space B main. Clears the neon. Unfortunately, he does not get knifed. Reyna takes up the space at mid.
Down mid.
Sage gets 2. It's a 2v3 right now. Defense team can win this round.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
And it's a 1v1 situation. Sage has full health. And Raze does not have any idea where he is. What Sage does not know, the spike is down mid. Raze can get a timing on Sage. I don't think so. And Raze takes out Sage as well, resulting in a 4K.
Gone here. Go, go, go. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Go, go, go.
Attackers trying to take up space B mid. Neon rushes in with the wall. They don't know there are 2 people marked. Reed stuns. And he gets naded. Sage with an Bucky gets traded out, unfortunately. Raze trying to find a pick at mid top. Omen does not realize where he is. Omen, although, shoots his Bucky. And Reyna takes out Raze from tiles. Fortunately, it's a Reyna death. Looks like they're trying to hit up B again. Neon with buying a Bucky. I think the plan is to go market and then just full on push the side. The defense are trying to take up space mid top, but get the Euro taken out, unfortunately. Breach takes out Raze. Reyna takes out the Euro. Imperial trying to take up space mid top with the Bucky. Knows one is close to him. And takes the Reyna out. It's a 3v2 right now. Sage is spraying his Odin at tiles. Neon pushes on him. Unfortunately gets sprayed by the Aegis.
Last player standing.
And Jed takes out Neon.
Match point.
How did we forget the spike?
Match point for the attack.
Spike's here.
Defense team does not have any credits left. 3 people are on Ares. I think it's gonna be a GG. Trying to take a space mid. Neon pushes in and kills the Sage. Reyna spots Neon going spawn. Chases after him. And Reyna takes out Euro. Breach gets taken out by
Last player
Odin.
standing.
It's a 4v1 for Omen with an Ares. Gets spotted. And gets taken out by Jed,
Attackers
resulting in
win.
another 3k and a 13-3 score.
My way.